Another episode of The Snack. Breaking news in Marvel Studios. We have been counting down the days to a Silver Surfer announcement. We heard rumblings, you guys remember years ago, of like maybe a Marvel special presentation. Nothing. Okay, now we get the MCU Fantastic Four casting announcements. We know who these guys are going to be, Pedro Pascal, all the rest. Now we have heard from the direct. Here we go. Klein Felt. Today's April 4th, 2024. This is yesterday, April 3rd. The MCU has cast a Silver Surfer actor, and it's a female, different than what you might be used to if you know Norrin Radd in the comics, or if you watch the Fantastic Four Rise of the Silver Surfer. This is totally breaking news. The actor, here we go, Julia Garner, you might recognize from Ozark. That's right, Marty Bird. Dude, she is awesome, though. I'm not even familiar with any Silver Surfer female take personally, like from reading the Silver Surfer comics I've read so far, from watching the 1998 cartoon, the Fantastic Four movie. I'm not familiar with a Silver Surfer that's a female. So, I'm ready for Scotty Scoop to educate us. I know Danny Patron here and Andy have been texting about this. I want to hear about the different takes of it, but just out of the gate, I just want to set the record straight where I stand. This is awesome.
Yeah.
Silver Surfer is an epic character to me. I don't really care at all who it is. Just give me the Silver Surfer. The Silver Surfer is a Voyager with crazy cosmic powers and has a really epic personal journey. So I don't really care who goes through it.
Herald of Galactus.
Herald of Galactus is an entry point for that. Let's go. Julia Garner, I think she's fantastic. Super pumped for this. But what this means, I call this news because it's really made it. Is this official? I guess this is really fresh is all I'm saying.
This is fresh. This is, as far as I can tell, this is 100% official. It's being shared everywhere, widely. You see it on all the screen rants and the screen crush, and everybody's talking about it. 100% official.
All right, give us your reaction, Scotty Scoop, and your take.
I'm excited. This is a character. They're not gender swapping Norrin Radd. Just to be clear to everyone, this is not, quote, the Silver Surfer. This is a character named Shalla-Bal, and
that's his lady.
That's his lady.
That's Norrin Radd's.
That's Norrin Radd's love.
Yes.
That he, made the deal with Galactus.
My Shalla-Bal.
To save his planet.
Oh, it's so epic. I can hear the music and the lines from 1998's cartoon. My Shalla-Bal. Just get me back to her.
So, as far as Shalla-Bal being a Silver Surfer, I think it was pretty recently she actually was made a herald of a new version of Galactus, along with Norrin Radd. So yes, comic accurate. Shalla-Bal is a Silver Surfer.
This is insane, though. How you start with Shalla-Bal? Is there gonna?
This is the argument I've had with dudes on the internet all day, who have been complaining that they've gone woke and they're gender swapping Silver Surfer. This is just a casting announcement, guys.
Yeah.
This is not. There's nothing on the plot of the movie. We don't know that Norrin Radd is not in this movie and also a Silver Surfer. All we know is this person is Shalla-Bal and possibly has surfer powers.
And you know what? Little help from the direct. Get to know the Shalla-Bal Silver Surfer. Fans might see this news and wonder who Shalla-Bal is. Most general Marvel fans are more than familiar, like Scotty, and me, who have been kind of following the story of this character. Norrin Radd version of the Silver Surfer. Norrin previously appeared in 2007's Fantastic Four movie and voiced by Laurence Fishburne. I did not realize that. Julia Garner's take will be different than what you're used to seeing. No big deal. And however, let's see, we got the Earth X Comics storyline from 2000, an alternate universe. Shalla-Bal becomes the Silver Surfer by the way of Galactus or Norrin Radd. So, like you said, Scott, nothing's been revealed about the story. This could be one of those points,
My theory is that this Fantastic Four movie takes place on in a completely different universe.
Right.
This is not our regular universe.
You think Pedro Pascal is going to be the leader of the Fantastic
he's
Four, Reed Richards, in another universe.
In another universe.
Okay.
And, everything with the multiverse has been leading up to, we saw at the end of Multiverse of Madness, Clea shows up and says, hey, there's been an incursion. If you know anything about what she's talking about, it's definitely a multiverse story. And I think this whole thing is probably going to be wrapped up with all of these different universes, Fantastic Four, X-Men, our MCU universe coming together into a new age of the MCU.
Very cool.
So I think this is just going to be its own standalone thing.
This is great, too. This is great news because it just means the door is opening.
The door is open.
For all those cosmic stories.
For sure.
Oh, God, yes.
All right, Dan, I want your reaction. What are you thinking about this?
Yeah, I mean, it's as long as they got a good story to tell, like, I think it's cool. Like, she's, a well-known actor, and, I'm excited for this movie and to learn more. And exactly what Scott said, that was my first thought. Like, doesn't mean the Silver Surfer isn't in it.
Right.
I mean, that could be how it ends. Like, it's a multiverse thing, and all of a sudden they show up and Silver Surfer, and they're like, who are you? I'm the Silver Surfer. No, you're not. We know the Silver Surfer. Like, you don't know. Like, people jump the gun on this stuff, and it's like, let's see what it is. There's plenty of superhero movies. I'm like, that looks cool. And then I saw it and I'm like, oh, that was all the good
not
parts were in the
good.
trailer.
Yeah.
That was not good. So, I like to judge them after they come out. Look, the other thing is the Fantastic Four is 3 dudes and 1 lady. So mixing it up a little bit. Like, it's
For
not like
sure.
there's not men in the movie. Give me a break.
Yeah, this isn't the lead of the movie.
Well,
Yeah.
and even so,
Yeah.
like, even talking about that woke mentality, I just want to, I hear that all the time, and I hear, like you said it, dudes on the internet. You get, dudes on the internet. What, of course that's going to be, the worst.
I don't, all the dudes on the internet, they immediately say, I don't see myself in this movie. It's going to be garbage.
That's a problem.
Yeah.
This is where you need to adjust yourself and realize that it's okay for these and this is my opinion, by the way, it's okay for these major cast roles to change genders, to change race, to everything, especially American-made cinema.
This
is America.
Everything is an adaptation
And
from something else that existed, and it doesn't have to be a carbon copy of what already existed.
Doctor Who will tell you this.
Yeah.
Doctor Who is they live and breathe this, and it's cool. It's cool to see your characters transcend and even to evolve and grow.
Yeah.
And the comics that were written 100 years ago, 80 years ago, they were 90% men. So a lot of the stories that are being told nowadays, if you're getting upset about this and you're like, they're changing all the genders of this and it's woke, you need to go, guess what? It is someone else's turn.
Yeah.
And if you're getting mad about it, you need to take a breath and realize that you're still going to get this really epic story. And if that gets on your nerves, you just got to remember, we're all in this together. You're female and you're different color, brother and sister and whoever is just your teammate. It's planet Earth. If it's time for a woman to be Silver Surfer and Norrin Rad's out and it's Shalla-Bal and that's our Silver Surfer number 1, I'm here for it. All right, Silver Surfer door's open. I'm pumped, obviously.
I'm ready.
I knew.
All right,
I want to see what
the
this
most
is.
excited out of everybody. So.
Giggler?
Yeah, I'm pumped for this. Silver Surfer. I don't know shit about fuck for real. I've watched the cartoon and the Laurence Fishburne voice in the movie. That's what I know about it. So you're not gonna offend me by casting a woman in this. I love I love the idea. She's great in Ozark. But it all comes down to the story, like you guys said. This is gonna be. I'm really excited for this movie. The poster that just came out for 4/4 Day. With I think what was that? The Human Torch that was on it. That was really cool. I'm really liking it looks like this is gonna be in the past, a movie that takes place in the past. I think people are guessing just based on the posters that have been released so far and the art that's been released. So I think that'd be a pretty cool vibes for this. But how Silver Surfer comes into play, I have no clue. So, but I'm really excited to see how this all plays out.
Yeah, you mentioned the Fantastic Four team, Scotty being in another universe, and there's that line from Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness where Doctor Strange is talking to the Illuminati, and he's like, didn't you guys cite in the 60s?
Yeah, chart in the 60s.
Chart in the 60s?
Yeah, they were a group.
Yeah.
A Yeah, like a band,
Yeah,
like the Beatles.
and I felt like I didn't know if that was like maybe it was like about a band or something.
Well,
so.
you know, people are looking into that line and saying, "Oh, what is this going to take? Is that why nobody is talking about the Fantastic Four because they were from the '60s?" I think that might have been something that was mentioned. You know, like I think just in our universe, the Fantastic Four don't exist.
Well, and that's what's cool about this Silver Surfer announcement is that we don't even know if it's a movie or we don't know where.
We don't know where she comes in.
Yeah.
In the movie, for all we know, we could get Norrin Rad in this movie.
Yeah.
As Silver Surfer.
Yeah.
And maybe it's just, you know, they're split.
Yeah. Or
maybe they just haven't announced it yet. Maybe they
Yeah.
haven't found the actor to do it yet.
Yeah.
Like they found this one and they wanted to get it out there and get some press, you know.
And look, it's working.
It's working.
We're talking hard about it.
There's a lot of people who said there's no such thing as bad press.
And I mean,
if people are talking, then people are talking.
And it's hilarious that just this casting, I don't know. I guess like I compare it now to like, okay, female Batman. Like, and it's not Batwoman, but
Right.
it's Batman.
Batman.
And it's literally man in the name.
Yeah.
You know, can you imagine the internet?
Oh man, they would explode.
All right, more to come.
We'll see.
We'll see what's going on. Thanks for the help. The Direct, Marvel Studios, Silver Surfer's coming around the corner. More to come on the podcast. Mostly Superheroes is proud to be funded in part by our sponsors. Mostly Superheroes is funded in part by paying patrons who receive early, ad-free, and exclusive episodes. Subscribe at mostlysuperheroes.com/support. Thank you for supporting your favorite independent podcast. Mostly Superheroes is an independent podcast owned and operated by Kerrigan Ventures in St. Louis, Missouri. Hosted by Logan Janis, Andy Hunn, and Scott Swearingen. Brand and creative by Carrie Clark Design. Music by Audionautics. Learn more at audionautics.com. Find more at mostlysuperheroes.com.